It's time to shake off that baby weight with Jessica Alba's trainer, Ramona Braganza.
And all you're gonna need are a couple dumbbells, 3 pounds are great, and a chair. So we're gonna do the 3-2-1 Baby-Bulge-Begone phase 1, and if you need modifications, you're gonna follow Jackie in the corner. So let's get started with a warm-up. Let's do a nice head roll, stand nice and tall, and I like to go all the way around a couple times to the left, and then over to the right. And you always want to stand nice and tall, hold your abs in nice and tight, and great. Okay, shoulders. And you know what, a lot of times we're forward, so I like to do everything back. Back to really get the postural muscles. Good, we can even use our arms. And then now let's travel down the body and we're gonna do our hips. So a lot of times we get tight, right, Jackie, in our hips?
Yep.
And we wanna go the other way. There's always something about loosening the back and the hips. So let's do a forward fold. Extend down, and you can just go as far as you like to go. Come back up again, even bending your knees, and look up at the ceiling, good. And back down again.
Feels good.
So the lower spine really gets a nice stretch doing that. And what we're gonna finish with is come down into a squat. And if you can get this deep in a squat, that's great. If not, no worries. And now it's off to our first core section. So on your backs, we're gonna do tabletop. So pull your belly into your spine, lift your legs in the air, flex your feet. And if you're modified, you're gonna follow Jackie. So drop your right foot, come back up, and exhale and inhale. It's a Pilates move, right? Keep your upper body kind of relaxed. And this is really great for our core, the deeper muscles of the core, the transverse. And a lot of times with new moms, this is where we feel that we need some help, right?
Yep.
So exhale.
I'm preparing for the future.
Yes, that's a good idea.
So you can really feel it after about half the way through. So keep going. Right down, touch, and up, and let's see if we can do 2 more. Right leg and left leg. Very good. Now take your feet down into bridge. If you're a new mom and you need a modification, you're gonna take your feet slightly apart, your knees apart. Otherwise, we're gonna lift right up and back down. Now what this is working is your glutes, your postural muscle, your glutes, your pelvic muscles. It's also an inversion, very gentle inversion, which helps all of the organs, putting them back into place and promotes circulation. So now if you're needing a little help, like I said, follow Jackie. Lifting up and squeeze. How does this feel?
It feels warm in the glutes. I like how you said it's an inversion and it does a lot for the organs.
Yes,
That's
it puts
really
them back
good.
into place, yes. And it's a very, and the deeper muscles. Good, so we've got a couple more to go. Lifting, squeeze, and down. And always breathing. All right, let's go on to our third exercise. It's a clam. So you're gonna be on your side. You can take your hand under your head, lengthen your legs a little bit, and you're just gonna raise your top knee. Now, if you are modification, your hand is on the ground. Otherwise, let's put it up on our hips. Then you have to use a bit more stabilization.
Right.
So, lifting your knee and breathing.
Ooh, it's hard to keep the feet together on this one.
Is it?
You know, just kind of trying to pull from that butt muscle.
Okay, now we've got to switch around. So let's switch around quickly. We want to make sure we get at least 20 seconds in on each side. And here we go. Lifting up again, and your head, it can be up on the hip. So the floor work, it's 3 core sections, 2 cardio, and 1 circuit in this phase 1 program. And the core that we're going to do is the same one each time, but just really work on your form and try to work on maximum reps. Very good. Okay, let's go to standing. And we'll go into our first cardio section, and that's a squat. So a speed squat. If you need a modification, make sure you have your chair, and you're gonna sit down and back. And let's see if we can get, how's this working? Good?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good. So down and back is really the key. Because what you do then is you take all of the weight into the heels of your feet, and you're not using your quads. We don't wanna walk around with large quads, we just wanna work out our butts.
I love how much happens in a squat. You're working so much, even the back.
Yeah. And your arms, you can even keep your arms straight up, and that way you're gonna get a little bit of shoulder workout. So exhale, inhale. Good. Let's go 10 more seconds. Good. Squeezing it up. And this gets your heart rate up, as you can tell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good. All right, now we're gonna do a lunge. So take your right leg forward. You can hold on to a chair if you need that. And otherwise, we're just gonna drop it straight down and straight up. So same leg. Squeezing when you push up.
Ooh.
And breathing. We're gonna go 30 seconds on one side and then switch our legs. So I do kind of intervals. It goes up and down the whole workout. Switch legs. Right now we're on the up part, I would say.
Yeah.
Good.
Cardio intensive.
Yes.
You don't even need weights to feel
Nope.
that go up.
You just have to feel the muscle. So I'm a lot about mind and muscle. So connecting your glutes right now with your mind. So squeezing it at the top. And breathe. 4 more seconds, and then we're gonna go into our skate lunges. So skaters, traditionally, is up in the air, but modification, you're gonna keep your foot down on the ground, and we're gonna go side to side, good. And you'll notice you need a bit of core strength here.
Yeah.
And like I said, don't be afraid if you have to put your foot down to keep the balance. It's all about moving. Keep moving. And breathing.
And breathing.
It's only 3 minutes of cardio.
I like this. Getting the legs, and with all the balance, you really do have to engage the abdominals.
Yes. And your internal, external adductors and abductors. And okay, here we go. 10 more seconds. Keep moving. Then we're going to go right back down because it's time for our core again. Okay, so take it down to the ground. And let's go back into our tabletops. You know the drill. So let's lie down, take your feet up in the air, pull the belly into the spine, and we'll take the right leg down. So the trick here is not to take your knees towards you and then be doing it. You want to hang them over the ledge.
Ooh, that's harder, yeah. So not bringing them in too close.
Yeah.
Makes it a lot harder to keep the back down.
Because that's the whole thing. We're trying to pull the spine, belly into the spine. So exhale, inhale. How does it feel just to hold it there?
I mean, my stomach's shaking, so I know I'm doing work.
And you just had a baby, so.
Yeah.
So we're almost done. And then we're gonna go into our bridge.
Ooh.
Let's go. So usually the second time around is a lot harder. All right, feet down. Let's do our bridge. So lifting up, squeeze, and release. Try to pull the belly in flat still. So a lot of times I think new moms have tight backs. And some of it's from carrying the baby. And this really helps to release the lower back and give it some strength again. Good, and lifting down. There's always variations you can do. You can try to lift your hands up in the air, so let's try that.
Ooh.
That will add a little bit more instability.
Yeah, you don't use them to help the push off.
Right. So we're almost done, and we're gonna go and grab our 3-pound dumbbells, and we're going to do the circuit section. And for the circuit, we're focusing on our postural muscles. So a few more times here. Woo. And release, let's go. Actually, let's add the clam. We forgot the clam, so clam is next.
Lovely. Don't want to forget the clam.
So clam, remember if you're doing it for balance, then you take your arm up. And you can always add music. You can do this even while you're watching your baby sleep.
Yeah.
You know,
or if they're immobile, they'll just find it fascinating watching you. It's true.
So here we go.
Anything to entertain.
Yes. Yeah. Well, this is even a good one. You can actually breastfeed in this position.
Oh my gosh.
That's awesome.
Right? Your baby could be right there and you have no excuses.
We won't do that for YouTube, but you can do that at home.
Shot. Here we go, last few seconds, and then as I said, let's go. We're gonna pick up our weights.
Or not.
Or not if you're modified, you don't even need weights. So place your right foot forward, lean forward, and we're gonna squeeze between our shoulder blades. So the goal here is to squeeze the postural muscles, trying to lift up and squeeze. So anytime you see people swinging their arms, have you ever seen that, Anna?
Yes, using momentum.
Yes, that's not the right way. It's all about mind and muscle control.
Love that.
And let's switch our sides.
And you're demonstrating that with that little pause at the top.
Yes, there's a little bit of a 2 second, 1 second, 1 second maybe.
Yeah.
Because that really makes you connect with what you're trying to do here.
Whew, 3 pounds gets heavy.
All right, we're almost there. Your arms will be burning after this too, and we want nice arms.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Shoulder press. Whew. Now, who says 3 pounds is
too light?
Too light.
When it's over the head, it adds up.
Even when you don't have weights though, right?
Yeah, you can feel it.
So repetition and just 1 minute of everything. So here we go. We've got another 40 seconds, squeeze. And we're trying to bring our shoulders back, down and back. Standing nice and tall. I have my knees slightly bent.
Yeah, I saw that. I just modeled what you did, and it's nice because it's laid out on the back.
Yes.
The low back.
The lower back, right. So we can do this a little bit longer this way. So now it's kind of, okay.
Yep. Who's feeling it?
The last couple seconds, and then what the next one is a lateral raise. So we're gonna take our arms straight down, and you're gonna lift them to the side and pour the water out of the jugs. That's my analogy. Pour the water out, and lift. We can make this a little more fun too. We can add a balance, so you can end up on 1 foot.
Oh.
You know, maybe we do 1 foot for a couple.
That's great.
And then maybe we switch to the other side.
I'm just on my toe and I feel it.
Yeah.
I mean.
Exactly. Just shifting the body weight a little bit.
Yep. All right, ladies, we've got 30 seconds.
Sorry.
Let's go.
30 more seconds? I thought we were done.
You got it, Anna.
Ramona.
I know. Well, we want nice arms, don't we?
Yes.
Shoulders and arms, and I mean, if you can't feel it in your deltoids.
You're rotating. Because that makes my shoulders actually feel a lot safer with the raise.
Good, come on, 10 seconds. Shh. Even new moms, Jessica Alba and all, I have to push them, and they do it, and that's really what the difference is. All right, so back down.
Baby.
We get to do a core section again. This is always the nice part. You can lie back down.
Yes. Lie down, but shake in your belly.
So pull the belly in, lift those feet, take our arms in the air this time, and let's go ahead and do our abs. And a lot of times it's not just about exercise, it's also about eating right. So if you want to get your pre-baby body back, you have to make sure you're on a little bit of an eating plan.
Yeah.
And that will help.
No fried foods, right?
Yeah, try to keep with lean meats and grilled and you know, greens, but have protein with each meal is kind of my thing. Good, so we're almost there, and we're gonna go right into our bridge.
Ooh.
Do you feel it?
Yes. Pulling that low back without trying to tighten my shoulders is really the challenge.
Okay, so let's put our hands down, and we're gonna lift to bridge. So we get a little bit of a break here. So up and down. You can even keep your arms down. And if we do want to make it a little harder, we could do a single leg. So,
getting crazy.
That's so Anna,
harder.
Let's try one leg in the air.
Okay.
So we'll come down and we'll go up and we'll go down. Just do a couple like this, maybe 2 more.
Good.
So it really depends whether you exercised before you had your baby or not. You might be at a different level. where this may seem a little easy unless you make it a little harder. There's always a way to make it harder.
Yep.
Good. And let's put both our feet down, and we'll go up and down a bit more. Squeeze the butt, squeeze the glutes. And make it fun. Invite your friends over. Half the time, Jess would have a friend over just to kind of make it more fun.
Yeah.
So, or have her spouse there, or baby. It's just really about you to try to get your workout in. So CLAM.
You can lay by the pool.
That's true. Couple more, and then we're gonna switch sides. And here we go. And do you think you'll feel this at the end? If you do this 5 days a week, it's a 20-minute workout. So my whole thing about phase 1 is to be consistent. Consistency is going to get you some changes.
I love that. Consistency and a healthy diet, and you will be on your way to success.
Correct. Okay, now guess what's left?
Woo.
Final cardio. So we're going to stand up. And the final cardio is kicks. Kick, butt, kick, box. That's what I call it. So put your arms in ready position. Take your foot back. If you need the chair, go ahead. And you're going to kick front. So this thing requires a little bit of balance. So you don't have to kick that high. You can always kick down here. But the goal is just to keep moving.
Feeling that through the abs a little bit on that
Good.
kick.
Switch sides, and here we go. Kick. This comes in handy if you need to self-defense for whatever reason.
Protect your baby.
Yes, that's right. New moms need to be strong.
Yes.
Are we breathing? I don't hear any breathing.
I'm breathing it out.
Okay, because I was holding my breath. Kick it out. Good, okay. What's next? Side kicks. All right, side kicks. Kick, and then we can touch the floor in the between. So, squat. Now you can just kick, modified. Yep, the goal is to kick sideways. And you can kick down here if you want. That's fine. This is actually the harder part, the squat.
Getting low, yeah.
Yeah, because you want to squeeze your belly, get down there, and kick. Keep breathing. Okay, we gotta go the other way. So, same thing to the left. Kick and squat.
And that's probably hard because it's really working the obliques too.
Yes.
Getting that leg up is going to be a good challenge.
Yes. So like I said, you can always
feeling
adapt
that.
it. You can go, you can even just kick down there. You can go like this, it's totally fine. 5 more seconds. And then we have to do rear kicks. All right, for a rear kick, basically just kick back there. We'll start with our foot front, and then we'll kick back. So start with it front, kick. And let's look forward. That might be easier. Kick it. Good. So you're leaning your body forward and kicking behind you. Is that it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Feeling it.
5 more seconds. This works this section here. And switch sides. You can make sound effects.
It's so tempting to look back.
Yeah, no.
I don't mind looking back.
Really?
Looking back is good. Yeah, that might even be better for balance. Good. Breathe out. And we're almost finished and we're ready to do our cool down. All right, cool down time. Down to the mat.
That's great. Those kicks really get the abs engaged. I love that.
And we're gonna do cat-cow. So exhale and inhale. I guess this is angry cat here. This is the cow. And let's push up into our hamstrings, downward dog. Get the hips in the air. Walk your feet forward. We're just gonna bend our knees, hang here for a second, really get a nice stretch.
Oh, this feels great.
And we're gonna roll it up slowly. And that's your new mommy workout.
Wow.
Good work, ladies.
That was
Thank you,
awesome.
Ramona.
Good work.
Thank you.
Way to go, Jackie.
Thanks, Nina.